So let's talk comparisons, because when you first start looking into sleep tracking earbuds, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. There are so many options out there, each claiming to be the best. Best for comfort, best for sound, best for tracking, best for sleep. Well, here's the thing I learned. What's best isn't always about specs or features. It's about how something actually works for you, how it fits into your life, your body, your rhythms. So instead of talking about brands or trying to name a number one winner, I want to take you through the types of sleep earbuds I've tried, the different ways they compare, and what each one actually taught me, not just about sleep, but about the way I live. When I started using sleep earbuds, I didn't set out to compare them. I just wanted to feel better. I was tired of being tired. I wanted to understand my sleep in a way that felt real, not just a guess or a vague number on a screen. And so, over time, I ended up trying different kinds of earbuds, each with their own approach to sleep tracking. Some focused more on sound and relaxation. Others prioritized data and analytics. Some were minimal and light. Others were more feature-heavy. And what I found is that each type gave me something different. Not just in how I slept, but in what I learned about myself. Let's start with the ones that focused primarily on audio. These were designed to play gentle sounds, white noise, rainfall, ocean waves, sometimes even guided meditations. They didn't have deep tracking features, but they created an environment that made sleep easier. At first, I didn't think sound would make much of a difference. But then I had one of those nights, the kind where your mind won't shut off, where the silence feels loud, and the day just keeps replaying in your head. I put in the earbuds, hit play on a low-frequency hum, and within minutes, I could feel my entire system start to unwind. The data didn't tell me much, but the experience told me everything. These earbuds didn't give me graphs, they gave me peace. Then I tried a pair that was all about the data. These were more complex, offering breakdowns of sleep stages, heart rate, movement, even estimated breathing patterns. And I'll admit, it was a little addicting at first. Checking the charts in the morning, seeing how many minutes of deep sleep I got, wondering what changed from one night to the next. But as I kept using them, I realized that the data only mattered when I connected it to my real life. One night I saw that my heart rate had stayed elevated all night, and I remembered that I'd been anxious all day. Another night showed an unusually high amount of REM, and I realized I'd gone to bed after journaling through some emotions. The numbers became a reflection, not of how well I performed, but of how well I cared for myself. That shifted the way I used the data. It stopped being about optimization and started being about awareness. Next, there were the earbuds that combined both audio support and basic tracking. These were my favorite, not because they did everything perfectly, but because they struck a balance. I could fall asleep to calming sounds and still wake up with just enough information to notice patterns over time. These earbuds didn't overwhelm me with information, but they gave me a rhythm. They helped me build habits. I began to see that if I used the same sound every night, my brain started associating it with rest. If I adjusted the timing of when I put them in, my sleep improved. I wasn't chasing numbers, I was cultivating consistency. And that consistency started to ripple into the rest of my life. I was calmer in the morning, more clear-headed, more resilient. What I started to understand through all of this is that the best earbuds for sleep tracking are the ones that help you ask better questions. They don't give you all the answers, but they point you in the right direction. They help you stop guessing. They help you get curious. They help you reflect. And the most valuable part isn't the feature list. It's the relationship you build with yourself through the nightly practice of listening. Let's talk about what it actually feels like to live with each of these types of earbuds. Because beyond the specs, beyond the data, what matters most is how they make you feel. Not just while you're sleeping, but in the way you wake up, the way you carry yourself through the day, the way you handle stress, conversations, surprises, and silence. And the longer I used each kind, the more I noticed not just how they tracked my sleep, but how they changed my relationship with rest. With the sound-based earbuds, something interesting happened over time. At first, the sounds were just background noise, nice but not essential. But the more consistently I used them, the more they became part of my bedtime rhythm. It wasn't just about blocking out distractions, it was about inviting calm in. My brain started to associate those sounds with the feeling of letting go. That soft ocean wave or slow ambient tone became like a cue for my whole nervous system to slow down. I didn't even have to think about it. Just pressing play on that familiar audio felt like a signal. You're safe now. You can rest. And over time, I realized I wasn't just sleeping better. I was falling asleep kinder, softer, like I was finally learning how to stop. The data-heavy earbuds had a completely different impact. They made me notice my patterns, really notice them. They showed me how much my body remembers, how tension from a bad day doesn't just disappear, how poor boundaries show up in my pulse, how unresolved stress leaks into my sleep. Seeing the numbers each morning wasn't always comforting, but it was clarifying. It helped me stop pretending that pushing through was working. It helped me admit that I needed to slow down, and instead of beating myself up for a bad night, I started asking better questions. What did I eat? Who did I talk to? How did I talk to myself? What am I holding on to that's still buzzing in my chest long after the lights go out? The tracking didn't solve those things, but it helped me see them. And that vision changed me. Now the earbuds that blended audio with light tracking, that middle ground, were the ones that stayed with me the longest. They gave me a rhythm I could follow without pressure. They didn't ask me to be perfect. They didn't throw numbers at me every morning. They simply supported a routine, a gentle space to come back to each night. They helped me see that sleep isn't a performance, it's a relationship. And the more I honored that relationship, the better it responded. I didn't need a perfect score to feel rested. I just needed a rhythm that respected my humanity. Some nights were messy. Some were beautiful. But I was there for all of them. And being present with my own patterns, without shame, without urgency, was maybe the most healing thing of all. Something else I learned through all this comparison is that rest is not a passive thing. It's not just what happens when you collapse at the end of the day. Rest is something you participate in. It's something you choose. You make space for it. You build habits around it. You protect it. And the best sleep tools are the ones that help you protect it, not with rules or rigid structures, but with softness, with attention, with consistency. Because it's not just about how you sleep, it's about what your sleep is reflecting. And these earbuds? They're like tiny flashlights, showing you the parts of your life that need more light, more care, more breath. So after all the comparisons, all the nights tracked, all the moments of stillness, and the mornings of reflection, here's what I've come to believe. The best sleep earbuds aren't the ones with the most features. They're the ones that help you come home to yourself. They're the ones that remind you that sleep isn't something to hack or squeeze in or improve just for the sake of performance. It's something sacred. It's something human. It's something that holds your life together in ways we don't always see until we lose it. And these earbuds, whether they focus on sound or tracking or both, they aren't here to fix you. They're here to help you listen. They invite you into awareness. They reflect what's already true. And the more gently you meet that truth, the more empowered you become. That's the real comparison that matters. Not between products, but between how you lived before you started paying attention and how you live after. Between sleep as a background function and sleep as a conscious, intentional act of care. There's no one-size-fits-all here. The best earbuds for you are the ones that fit not just your ears, but your needs, your rhythms, your rituals. Maybe you need more sound to calm your mind. Maybe you need more data to understand your body. Maybe you need less distraction, more silence, more spaciousness before bed. Maybe you just need one simple signal, one quiet cue that tells your nervous system it's finally safe to rest. Whatever it is, you'll know. Not because someone tells you, but because your body will respond, and that response will be your guide. I didn't expect sleep tracking to change my life. I thought it would give me some numbers, maybe a few new habits, but what it gave me instead was presence, the ability to notice, the courage to adjust, the grace to rest, and more than anything, the reminder that I don't have to earn my rest, I just have to remember it matters. Deeply, desperately, non-negotiably. So if this video gave you something to think about, something to breathe into, something to reflect on, I'd love to invite you to keep exploring this journey with me. On this channel, The Daily Health Shift, we talk about what it really means to live well. Not in a perfect, polished, always optimized way, but in a present, honest, human way. We explore how rest connects to clarity, how awareness leads to transformation, and how little things, like sleep, breath, attention, are actually the foundation for everything else. If that speaks to you, I'd love to have you subscribe to The Daily Health Shift. Share this video with someone who's been pushing too hard, someone who needs permission to slow down. And tonight, when you lie down, whether you use earbuds or not, give yourself this simple gift, a moment of quiet, a deep breath, a silent promise that your rest is worth protecting. This is The Daily Health Shift. Sleep well, stay gentle, and I'll see you in the next one.